Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and today I'm talking about starting keto. Okay, so what are you waiting for? Why haven't you started yet? This is literally the best diet ever. If you don't know what keto is, it's basically just low carb. It's extremely low carb, high fat, moderate protein. So what does that mean? It means that you basically eat meat, a few veggies, little to no fruit, and then you need your fats in there. So you can do that with dairy, or you can do that with like oils, avocado, things like that. Initially, you're not going to worry too much about macros and eating certain numbers. The main thing you need to focus on is in the beginning is just being below 20 carbs. There's so many different keto options out there. I'll do a separate video on that. This is just how to start. And I decided to go over this because this is the question that I see most often. Not necessarily directed toward me, but I see this a lot posted in like the Facebook support groups. I'm thinking about starting keto. How do I start? What do I need to do to start? I'm going to go over 3 different methods of starting, but really my advice is to just start. Okay, watch some full day of eating videos, figure out what other people are eating to stay within their macros, and just start. I probably should put some kind of disclaimer like I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, not a doctor, just sharing my experience here. So you guys need to research, especially if you're looking for treatment for different medical things that you have going on. You need to do all of your research for that. This is really just, okay, I've decided I want to do keto. I want to give it a shot. What do I do? So there's really 3 different methods that I see people use, and what works for you may not be what works for me. So I'm just going to go over these 3 things, and I'll tell you what has worked best for me as well. So the first one is just like all or nothing. So this is, all right, I'm starting keto tomorrow and I'm going to get up and I'm going to have my bulletproof coffee, and then I'm going to do intermittent fasting, and I'm going to eat a salad with some chicken, some avocado, and some ranch for dinner. So it is like you are in there making sure that you eat the keto, the approved keto foods list. You're only eating foods off of there and you're not doing anything else. So that is what I call all or nothing. Like you just jump in and you don't look back. And that is great for a lot of people. That does not work for me because I tried to do that, and then I realized pretty quickly that it is simple, but it's so easy to go over your carbs. And then people, if you have that all or nothing mentality, you might get into that, well, I couldn't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Yes, you can do that. You just have to keep trying. Try different things. So that leads me into my second method, and that is trial and error. And that's really what I ended up having to do. So, I would meal plan. I would say, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And then I would realize that would put me over my carbs, or I learned pretty quickly what some of those dang sugar alcohols will do to you. That is really what worked for me. I tried, this combination of foods, and that put me over. So then the next week I would try this combination of foods, and then I realized I don't really like that. And so trial and error is another one. And again, that's going along with just start, just try it and see if you hit your macros or not, and go from there the next day. Don't wait until you have figured out perfectly how to eat your macros. That's what I mean there. So don't like wait and wait and wait because you just don't know how you're going to eat 120 grams of fat. Well, that's fine. You can figure that out along the way. And now that I've been doing it for a while, it's just like secondhand. I don't even think that much about it. But at first it was like, oh my God, spaghetti squash has that many carbs in it? That's crazy. Tomato sauce has that many carbs in it? You just don't realize what all has carbs. So trial and error. Don't give up because you went over. Just try again the next day with a different set of foods. And then the third one, which if I had it to go back and do over again, this is probably what I would have done, and that is phasing out different foods. So, phase out pasta, and then take out rice, and then take out fruit, and just phase things out. I think that can help a little bit with keto flu too, that like funky feeling that you get when you're transitioning if you just kind of slowly cut down your carbs. I mean, your body still is gonna really want some carbs, but when you're going from eating cookies and chips and spaghetti one day to eating no carbs the next day, that can be really traumatic sometimes for your body. And also, I think it's easier to get that concept of what is going to put me over and what isn't if you're phasing things out. So yeah, I would just start out with getting rid of pasta, and then getting rid of rice, getting rid of bread, getting rid of fried foods, like the breaded fried foods, getting rid of French fries, and then getting rid of your starchier vegetables, getting rid of your fruit. Phase foods out as a time, and then eventually you'll be left with just the keto foods. So that's it. Those are my 3 approaches to starting a keto way of eating. I hope that you found this video helpful. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. That way I know to make more videos like this in the future, and also subscribe so that you can see more of me and be a part of my wonderful YouTube channel. Thanks, y'all.